Hello, what's going on YouTube fam? This is your boy J Money here, and here I am coming at you guys with a Cyber Dragon Orcust deck profile. It is 3 o'clock in the morning right now, and I am so tired. I should have posted my 5th round for Cyber Dragon Orcust today, or yesterday, I guess, in technical sense. In fact, I actually had 6 rounds. The 5th round and the 6th round was partially recorded. My phone died halfway through, 24 minutes in. But, you know, some things came up regarding my friend, so that took priority. And in the meantime, we had went to a locals and picked up some special editions and got my great generals. So, you know, look out for a combo tutorial for that as well as a deck profile and, you know, maybe some tournament play. So, Cyber Dragon Orcust, you know, Blair Hunter, of course, he did something with it first. Now, I had, you know, the deck, and I had played it at locals a few weeks ago. So I had already had something planned out for the new list, but I just had other decks I had to play first and all that. So before I even got to the Cyber Dragon Orcust, Blair Hunter actually managed to do something with the deck. So, to no surprise, Cyber Dragon Orcust is not a wow factor. It's not a shock factor very much anymore. However, you know, his build and my build do differ, and you know, this build I have currently is still carried on from the one I had a few weeks ago, and all that. You know, it doesn't play nearly as many Orcust cards, so you know what? Let's just go ahead and get onto the profile, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright guys, starting this profile off, we have 3 Cyber Dragons. Now, a lot of experienced Cyber Dragon players aren't really playing 3 anymore because, you know, it is a brick if you're going first and all that, but, you know, I still kind of stick a little bit true to the old ways of Cyber Dragons where, you know, all they want to do is go second OTK. But it's also nice just to have 3 if you're playing machine duplication. That is I guess the difference between the experienced players, the much more experienced players with Cyber Dragons, is the fact that they are not really playing and utilizing machine duplication anymore. But, you know, of course, machine duplication is just so strong. I just had to play it. So, you know, if you are playing machine duplication, I do recommend playing 3 Cyber Dragons. Because, you know, you want to blow your opponent out in case you actually go. So, best normal summon and likely the best monster in your main deck in general. Core gets you to everything else. You know, it fills in those missing pieces that you're trying to assemble for your, not just your Cybers, but for your Orcust strategy as well. Man, 3 hurts. There's hands to where I've noticed if you don't even open hurts, you probably don't even have a good hand, or if you don't have access to it. So, you know, hurts is actually pretty solid. As you've seen in one of the matches, I did actually use the effect to make himself level 5. I think that was the only time I ever had to do that, but, you know, it's strong. It's pretty good. 3 Nasters. I know a lot of people don't play more than 2, but, you know, this is an Orcust variant after all, and in a grindy scenario, you want to continue to be able to summon your Dingirsus. So there's that. Only 2 soldiers. You don't really want a 3rd one just resting in your deck for no reason as a prick, and you also don't want to open multiples either. So, yeah. Toon Cyber Dragon to round off like your Cyber Dragon based stuff. For those of you who watched the matches, you know why this is in here. Alright, now onto the Orcust cards. You only play 6. So, yeah. That's your typical Orcust engine, just 6 Orcust cards. So, yeah. You don't really need to play multiple Nightmares or multiple Hearts because you got your 1 copy of Scrap Recycler to tie the Cybers and the Orcust part of the deck together. And of course, if you guys have not watched the any of the live matches, you know, you'll see exactly how I can tie everything together with just 1 recycler. We don't really need 3, so you don't need to open it at all. Next we have spells. We have a lot of spells. I think we have more spells than we do monsters in this deck. and that's pretty good. It's okay because the spells literally get you to the monsters anyway, so that's fine. So 3 emergency, 3 dupes. Again, I choose to play dupe because it's really strong, and especially for this variant, you want to always be able to put up both Infinity Track Riverstormer and Cyber Dragon Infinity. You want to put them both up, so Machine Dupe is kind of the best way to do that because Cyber Dragon is a D level 5. Yeah, Sky Striker package. You got 3 engage, a Hornet drones, a Jamming Waves, and a Widow Anchor. What more can you say about this? Bonus cards, right? Alright. As for more spells, we have a tune table of contents simply because you are playing a Cyber Dragon based deck. You automatically have a searchable Mega Fleet on your hands. It baits out negates by itself, and if it fully resolves, your engage is automatically a +1 and you don't even have to work for it. So, yep. And just deck cleaning purposes, so it's also pretty good. 3 called, you need it. You kind of don't want your Riverstormer or your Scrap Recycler getting hit. But you're also making Infinity before you even get to that point, so I guess, hey, just extra ways to stop hand traps is always nice. 2 Rev Systems. Normally people play 1, but I don't play Reborn in this deck. And I want a second copy for the grind game because, again, there's a lot of control decks out there. There's a lot of decks that are trying to slow you down and just grind out the game. So that second one is definitely for when you send Hurts to the grave and continuously add core back every turn, and you would summon core on the following turn. So these are essentially your follow-up copies. And we only play 1 repair plant. I really wish I had space for a second one, because again, the grind game and all that, so, but, because I'm not playing 2 repair plants, I don't need to play a 3rd Galaxy Soldier either, so, I guess that's pretty nice. I guess I can reduce bricks, and 1 trap card being a Cybernetic Overflow. We've gotten this a couple times, so, and we resolved it a couple times, so it's pretty nice. So, yeah, let's go ahead onto the extra deck. Starting off with a fusion, we got our 1 copy Mega Fleet. I really wish I had space for a Fortress Dragon too because of all the Orcust, but the extra deck space is just so tight. So on the XCs, we have our Infinity Track Riverstormer. For those of you who have absolutely no idea what this does, it's a generic rank 5. And you detach material, and you can do one of 2 things. You take an Earth Machine monster, and you can either A, add it from your deck to your hand, or B, send it from your deck to the graveyard. And Scrap Recycler just so happens to be an Earth Machine. And so that is a crucial part to tying your Cyber Dragons and your Orcust decks. Tying both those archetypes together. So, 1 Nova and 1 Infinity. It is unfortunate that I would like to at least play 2 Novas, but space. And our last exceed will be our She Orcust Gearsu. I'm still calling it by the OCD name because it's a very beautiful name. 1 Galatea, 1 Gearsu, and of course we, can't play any new variant of Orcust without IP Masquerena now, can we? Card's strong, so, with IP Masquerena, you either find yourself making a long Gearsu, or you can, my link of choice is Unchained Abomination because it's really strong, and its effect really complements Cyber Dragon Infinity and your Cybernetic Overflow because, they both involve popping cards, so that's what I chose to run with. I don't really like Nightmare Unicorn all that much. The discard, the shuffle one, sometimes it's not the right time, so a lot of times it's not enough. Abomination is a lot bigger, and the fact that you can't even destroy my card effects at this point makes it a little, to where you have to run it over in battle, essentially, or try a target, which could trigger something like Cyber Dragon Infinity to negate and destroy a card, which can trigger Abomination. So, we have 1 Ziggler, 1 Platinum Gadget, another key piece to tie the Cybers and the Orcust together. Once you resolve your Riverstorm and you search your your scrap recycler, you would make this and summon scrap recycler from your hand. And okay, for our striker package, we have our Kagari, our Kaina, and our Shizuku. No, I did not manage to Kaina somebody in time, but I did it a few weeks ago with the same decks. So I did play Cyber Dragon Orcust before. You know, new list and everything. So I played it once before. I didn't record though. Yeah, that's the whole reason why the Kaina's in there. Just in case you're about to go into time. You know, you just tag out your Kagari into a Kaina first and then activate your Hornet drones. Gain the 100. If time's called, then you're good. Almirage. I have very mixed feelings about Almirage. This is the last spot. But I have very mixed feelings about this because I feel like it's something you have to play simply for the fact that, you know, if you really want to resolve your repair plant or something like that, and you have absolutely no way to put any other cybers in the graveyard from your hand or something, and all you have is a normal summon core or a normal summon hurts or something like that, then this would be the only way to get you there. And it's really unfortunate. I hate having to play this, but I didn't even need this all tournament. So I feel like I really want to cut this for Khmer Tech Fortress for the Orcust matchups, because there's a lot of times where I could really use another Khmer Tech. So I might cut it, you know, but you know, I feel like if I have to go into Almirage on my normal summon anyway, that probably means I bricked. So, you know, yeah, maybe cut. So, side deck, we have our Go second cards, we have our Nibiru's, our Pankrotopses, you know, we gotta stop those. There can only be ones, obviously. 3 Overload Fusions, because we're playing Rampage on our side deck again, we don't have space for it in our extra deck. And Fortress Dragon, I really wish I had space for it. That would have been really, really beneficial against those Orcust matchups. But it's whatever. And Go First cards, you know, 3 Sanctums, 1 Scythe, and 1 Lancia. You don't really need to Lancia your opponent as an Orcust player, or through your Orcust matchup, because again, you're playing a Cyber Dragon based deck. You have Mega Fleet, you have Fortress, so you really don't need the Lancias. You know, because you're just going to contact fuse their board off anyway. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. So yeah. Alright guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed that deck profile. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are down in the comments below. And yeah, look forward to that 6 Samurai Unbreakable board combo tutorial. I got about 3 different combos I can pull off. Again, 6 Sams can do a lot. I'm pretty excited, honestly. Again, I don't think 6 Sams will really be doing much of a splash of meta because of how ultra dependent it is on resolving your general, but hey, one can hope, right? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is J Money, and I am signing out.